Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. Welcome in, everyone. Come on in. So, this is the topic that was most voted to be talked about yesterday when we did the survey for what we should talk about next on the channel. And so, you all really wanted to discuss the Meghan Markle Oprah interview. And so, I'm going to do something different that I've not done before, and I'm going to open up the video lines for you all to chime in and discuss the topic. So if you have not seen the Oprah interview, so let's do a quick survey. Let me introduce myself. Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here, and I am a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I help you learn how to love yourselves and one another. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I am a certified life coach with a specialty in relationship coaching, and I use viral video topics on this channel to speak about what self-loving looks like in relationships. So we break down a lot of different topics on this channel, and so I am going to open it up for you all. So if you send a text to 323-488-3149, and I will send you over the link to jump into the broadcast, because I really want to hear your points of views about this, because personally I found the interview, man, there was an energy to the interview, and the energy that existed in the interview was just dripping with sadness, forlornness, and regret. That's what it looked like to me, just from an empathic place. So I want to hear your thoughts. So go ahead and grab whatever powder you need to grab to come jump on live with me right now. So just send a text to 323-488-3149. I will send you the link, and then we shall get started. And so 88 Gifts says, Meghan knew what she was stepping into, unpopular opinion, but sorry, why deal with all of that just for the status? Sometimes, whatever. Listen. Leander is saying, I watched the interview. It reiterates the fact that we need to stop holding racist we need to stop idolizing racist people and their ideology. Listen, I feel you. Let's see, give me one moment. I want to change the, let me see. I want to change the comment thingy. All right, there, I like that one better. All right, what did you say? I love you, host. Well, we love you too, mama. Okay, so go ahead and send that text over. Let me get the link to you all. I'm about to go over right now. And so basically we're just discussing, I think I'm going to play, see, the thing is, all right, I don't want to include any of the footage in here because, YouTube is acting kind of funny. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll play a video for you all that has the top 10 highlights, and then we will get into the meat and potatoes of it, or the starch and veggies of it. We'll get into the starch and veggies of it. All right. So we have the first person, Angela, who has sent her information over to get into the broadcast. Give me one moment, Angie. Let me send you a link. Give me a second. All right, let's see. Oh, I don't know. I'm in a state right now. Like, emotionally, I feel like a shift. You know what I mean? Like, emotionally, I feel a shift, and I just been, let's see. Where was the thing? Here it is. I just feel a shift. I went and ordered a whiteboard today, so we're going to get back into some of the types of videos we used to make back in the days where we did lessons and stuff like that. So hold on. All right, Angela, I just sent you the link, and let us do this. I am going to, LaRon is saying the board lessons were good. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what's going on because I ate today, so I don't know why I'm like really spacey. I'm just the lockdown and all of this stuff and the state of the world is really starting to weigh in on me. I'm tired of it all. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of it all. Let me go to my history. Let's see. I need to go to. Why is it not here? Here it is. How long is this video? Let's take a look and see. It's a 12-minute video. We could probably skim through. All right. All right. Are you all ready? Let's continue going forward. Everyone. Hello, Tanya. Welcome. And Mackenzie is saying, I watched the interview thinking this is what protection looks like. Harry is a good husband. Listen, don't bank anything on anything that you are not a witness to personally. Don't bank nothing from afar. You know what I'm saying? Don't bank nothing from afar at all, because we don't know these people. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit of a video just so that we can get a sense of some of the top 10s. I'm sorry that this video is taking so long to get through. I really honestly didn't want this video, but I'm doing it because I want to discuss it with you, and I know that this is a topic that's important to you all, so let's continue going forward. I'm going to play, and we have somebody who is coming in talking about, how did you get the name TKO? As I know, it's a cool name. Okay. Often imitated, never duplicated. Listen. Okay, let's continue going forward. All right. So I'm going to play a little bit of a video for you. We're going to jump around throughout the video because I saw some things that were very concerning in this story. All right. So the name of this video, so this is a video that I saw earlier today. I did end up seeing the full interview.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking things we learned from the Meghan and Harry interview with Oprah.
What?
It was really hard. 3 days before our wedding, we got married.
That conversation I'm never going to share.
For this list, we're looking at the biggest revelations from the couple's interview with Oprah Winfrey. Which part of the interview surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, limited knowledge of the monarchy.
The idea of, I grew up in LA, you see celebrities all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the same.
The amount of information people have about the monarchy varies greatly depending on where they were raised.
All right. It looks like that bumped us out. Let's try that again. Wait, okay, so here's her video. All right, so let's jump and see what we have in here.
Learn to curtsy right before meeting the queen for the first time.
Harry and I are in the car and he says, okay, well, my grandmother's there, so you're going to meet her. Oh, great. I loved my grandmother. I used to take care of my grandmother. This is great. He goes, right, do you know how to curtsy?
Of course, this also meant she was somewhat unprepared for the actualities of being a working royal. According to Markle, people's romanticized idea of the monarchy is nothing like reality, which led to some wildly inaccurate judgments.
When the perception and the reality are two very different things, and you're being judged on the perception, but you're living the reality of it, there's a complete misalignment and there's no way to explain that to people.
Number 9, a big reveal.
Do you know if you're having a boy
Okay,
or girl?
so
We do this time. I will wait for my husband to join us and we can share that with you.
Throughout the special, we learned a great deal about Meghan and Harry. Namely, they revealed that
okay, you
that
all
the
can.
second time around, they are having a girl.
All right.
No, good for it.
No.
No.
It's a girl.
It's a goal.
To say the pure joy on their faces
Okay.
had us emotional is an
All
understatement.
right. So let's see. So we're
While he
going through
never
the.
publicly acknowledged the role race played in the dangerous treatment Markle endured.
Over 70 members of parliament, female members of parliament, both Conservative and Labour, came out and called out the colonial undertones of articles and headlines written about Meghan. Yet no one from my family ever said anything over those 3 years. That hurts.
Interestingly, he credited their fear of angering the British media for their silence.
But I also am acutely aware of where my family stand and how scared they are of the tabloids turning on them.
You, like Oprah, might be wondering what the royals could be afraid of. Well, Harry elaborated on the agreement or invisible contract that exists between the monarchy and the British press. He reported that they give the tabloids access, and in return, they are portrayed favorably.
If you as a family member are willing to wine, dine, and give full access to these reporters, then you will get better press.
In other words, the two entities need each other to survive.
There is a level of control by fear that has existed for generations.
Number 7, feeling trapped.
I wouldn't have been able to because I myself was trapped.
Meghan and Harry were quick to shut down the narrative crafted by the media that blamed Markle for their withdrawal from royal life. She actually explained that she did everything in her power to make the family proud.
We were doing the training behind the scenes because I just wanted to make them proud.
Unfortunately, she received very little help in the process. Not only that, Harry shockingly revealed that while he may not have always realized it, he was trapped inside the institution long before he met Meghan. All she did was help him to see a way out for himself.
You were trapped?
No, I didn't
Yes.
see a way out.
When asked how he think Diana would have reacted to the way things unfolded, Harry expressed that while she wouldn't like how it happened, his mom's priority would have been the couple's happiness.
All she'd ever want is for us to be happy.
Yeah.
Number 6, their finances.
Oh,
Wait,
they
hold-
got cut
hold
off by
up.
the royal family.
They've been
Mhm.
making sure they can afford security, which is a big
And
part of why
Tyler
they
Perry-
signed deals with streaming services.
From
Listen.
my perspective, all I needed was enough money to be able to pay for security, to keep my family safe.
In light of this, you might be wondering where Harry's relationship with his family currently stands. Interestingly, he describes his rapport with his grandmother as extremely positive.
Yeah,
As
let's
for his
continue
dad-
going forward because
Correct.
we want to
When
get through
asked
the whole
what prompted
thing.
their decision, Harry explained that he feared what happened to Diana would happen to Meghan.
My biggest concern was history repeating itself. And I've said that before.
The press was relentless, and the firm wasn't protecting them. Conversations
right.
with both his grandmother and his father beforehand.
Did you blindside the queen?
No. I've never blindsided my grandmother. I have too much respect for her.
Number 4, Meghan Markle was silenced.
Listen
Were
to
you
this.
silent or were you silenced?
The latter.
Meghan Markle's entry into the royal family was different for a number of reasons. As a mixed-race American divorcee, she didn't exactly fit the mold the monarchy is known for. Markle described how she and everyone in her entourage were under strict instruction to never give any comment to the press.
Everyone in my world was given.
Here.
It's hard for people to distinguish the two because it's a family business, right?
For instance, she described the Queen as absolutely lovely and supportive.
I mean, we had one of our first joint engagement together. She asked me to join her.
However, the firm, those running the business, muzzled her, which was very isolating.
I know there's an obsession with how things look, but has anyone talked about how it feels?
Yes.
Because right now, I could not feel lonelier.
Number 3,
When everything changed, really.
she described that story as a pivotal moment for her and told Oprah what really happened that day.
The reverse happened.
It was actually Middleton who made Markle cry. She was clear that her sister-in-law apologized and that there is no ill will between them.
She owned it and she apologized and she brought me flowers and a note apologizing, and she did what I would do if I knew that I hurt someone.
While Meghan never wanted the details of what really happened to come out, she wished someone within the institution would have simply denied the report. Understandably, the lack of action is what really bothered her about the whole situation.
Everyone in the institution knew it wasn't
So
true.
why didn't somebody just say that?
It's a good question.
Number 2, disturbing discussions.
Concerns and conversations
Listen.
about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
And
Who is having that conversation?
Before little Archie was even born, there were reportedly many conversations surrounding his arrival that raised red flags. To start, the powers that be did not want him to receive a title. By the same token, this meant he would not be afforded any security.
this went on for the last few months of our pregnancy, where I'm going, hold on a second.
That your son and Prince Harry's son, was not going to receive security?
That's right.
Naturally, Markle described this as disconcerting for 2 reasons. Firstly, her child's safety should have been paramount. Secondly, the monarchy wanted to change convention to deny the first person of color born into the royal family a title. This was disturbing, to put it mildly. As if that wasn't troubling enough on its own, Markle recalled how concerns surrounding the potential color of Archie's skin were brought to Harry before his birth.
What was that conversation?
That conversation I'm never going to share.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Meghan Markle's mental health.
Almost unsurvivable sounds like there was a breaking point.
Yeah, there was.
In an extremely honest moment, Meghan Markle revealed how the hate and vitriol she was subjected to eventually took its toll. Her mental health began to suffer as a result, and she started experiencing thoughts about taking her own life.
But I knew that if I didn't say it, that I would do it.
She described how she was denied when she went to a senior member of the institution for help. Similarly, Human Resources told her they couldn't do anything. Markle was scared, yet she was effectively ignored. She was luckily able to confide in both Harry and a close friend of Diana's.
Because it's like, who else could understand what it's actually like on the inside?
But it's heartbreaking and infuriating to think that, according to Harry and Meghan, the system Markle was forced to depend on failed her.
I wanted to be there for her.
There's no doubt that her vulnerability and openness with Oprah in this segment helped many feel heard.
It takes so much courage to admit that you need help.
Mm-hmm.
It takes so much courage to voice that.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
All right. So listen, we're going to talk about all of that we just saw. Let me, the postman came in the middle and I had to run to go send the books off. You see my book back there? The book that are shipped. Okay. And so BJ White is saying, I disagree. It's about color. It's about her being American, divorced, and not British, and an actress. So them putting up a picture of a monkey saying that that was the baby, the royal baby. And it's like some people are just too far in denial. It's like, this is why I don't like speaking to some people. They're just in their own world. Denying people's real lived experiences. And the only people that end up suffering are those who are enduring the abuse that other people are looking right there and saying, that's not what it is. It's something else. You're wrong. That's not happening. So it's like, come on. All right. Let's talk. So there are a few different things that I wanted us to pay attention to from the interview, right? So number one, when Meghan went to go meet the queen, she had to learn how to do a deep curtsy. And she said that she did do a deep curtsy. And she was like, well, isn't that something that you all do on the outside? And Harry was like, no, she's still the queen. So even he has to genuflect and do the pomp and circumstance for his own grandmother, right? And then that whole situation with Kate Middleton being the one who made Meghan Markle cry, or who did something that resulted in Meghan Markle crying and then coming back and apologizing. And then when the story came out, you know, positing it as Markle making her cry, etc. So there's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack. So listen, if you want to get into the broadcast with me and discuss this, let's continue going forward. So the telephone number to text is 323-488-3149. Text that number and I will send you the link to come into the broadcast. I'm ready to start taking people in now. So go ahead and send those messages over to me and let us, all right. Okay. So 88 Gifts is coming in saying, pick your battles. Unfortunately, this is an individualistic and punitive one. Most of us will never experience that process, so it truly doesn't matter how they treat their subjects. Philip is saying, it was racist, but when you are privileged and never experience anything, it's easy to discount others' experiences. Exactly. Exactly. So let's see what else. Yvonne is saying, nobody tells on the royals. Bree says, I'm so sick of colorism. Stop the SHIT. Kimberly is asking for the number again. So is Yolanda. Let me put it across the bottom. Give me one moment. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll get the... Okay. So I see that there's someone who's trying to call in right now. If you are not going to be on camera, then go get yourself ready for camera. If you are ready to be on camera, come on in. If not, we're only doing camera tonight. So if you are not willing to get on camera, then just come back in another night, if that's all right. Okay, Queen is saying, okay, I just missed the one from Queen. Let's see. Queen says the business of white supremacy. And Jay Ritchie says, in the eyes of a white supremacist, a biracial person is just a light-skinned black. You have tainted blood. It's sad, really. Well, that's how they're doing it. That is how they are doing it. All right, so I'm sending the link to people. Let me make sure that I get it up down at the bottom of the screen. Just be sure that you're ready to come on camera. It's let's see, let me get the banner across. There we go. So the banner is going across the bottom of the screen. So text 323-488-3149 so that we can discuss this. And if you do want to discuss this further, we're going to jump over to Clubhouse and have an open discussion there as an overflow from this place right here. Or we might even start it up during the thing. If there's nobody who wants to come on camera, then maybe you can jump in through Clubhouse and we can do it that way. All right, so let's see. And also, if you want to support the show, there are links below. While we're waiting for the first caller, let's continue going through our notes from the interview. All right. So the next thing that I saw, right, inside of this was when just the whole, okay, so basically the whole thing with the with Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton and who made who cry, and it being posited for the public as Markle making Middleton cry and making her seem like the victim. And And Markle said something that was really poignant. She said that the royal family was willing to lie to save some members, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to save them. So I thought that that was really poignant because I'm like, okay. So yeah, so they wouldn't even tell the truth. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was Markle said, nothing is what it looks like. So there was a section where Oprah was like, oh, when you and Kate Middleton were at a tennis match, was it what it looked like? And Markle said that she learned that in that family, or when it comes to the whole royal enterprise, that nothing is what it looks like. So I was like, that's deep. That's deep. And then she talked about having mental health issues and having a mental health crisis, where she was thinking about taking her own life, where she didn't want to live, and she was just in despair. And she talked about how people were so super concerned with what it looked like, but not what it felt like. She said she felt isolated, she felt lonely, she felt like she didn't want to be here on this earth, that it would make things easier for a whole lot of people if she wasn't here, right? And I believe her. I believe that she did have a crisis because she talked about it openly. You can feel the sadness and see the sadness inside of the interview. And then when they talked about how dark the baby might be, did you all see the video from Meghan Markle's father? Let me show that real quick. Let me show you all the video from her father, because when I saw that, I was like, yeah, there's some issues going on with this man. Just wait till you see this mess. Just wait. Just wait till you see it. Let me get into my inbox and all right, here we go. Let's hear this interview from Meghan Markle's father. Give me one moment. Let me get this on the screen. Okay. So listen to what he said. So this is Meghan Markle's father. Listen, this man, this looks, you all can do whatever it is that you all want to do out there. I know it ain't for me. So listen, let's go.
I have great respect for the royals, and I don't think the British royal family are racist at all. I don't think the British are racist. I think Los Angeles is racist, California is racist, but I don't think the Brits are. The thing about what color will the baby be, or how dark will the baby be?
Listen to this.
I'm guessing and hoping it's just a dumb question from some. I have great respect for
Yeah, that's her father. Listen, okay. Listen. I don't know if you say that because you want to throw tomatoes at him or because that's what his head looked like. I don't know. Perfect is saying he just wants some money. Did he even come to the wedding? Right? Woodstruck is saying Meghan is embarrassing us too, Black/biracial women. She knew what she was getting into and that she is not going to be seen as equal to the rest of the white royal family. Please give us some proof that she knew exactly what it would be like being on the inside of the royal family. People just start talking anything out their pie hole. All right, text me to the number 323-488-3149 and I will send you a link. Be ready to get on video because we are doing a video call right now. Oh, and it looks like a Cash App came through. Where's my phone? Looks like a Cash App came through. So it looks like Steve is here on on YouTube. I thought Steve was only on Facebook. But Steve sends $10, so thank you, Steve. I appreciate the love. Let me send you a heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so what are your thoughts on what her father said? I got no comment on him. It's like it's so easy for people to discount other people's experience. And it's no wonder the mother and this man are divorced. I mean, you know, when you enter into certain types of unions, if the person does not have a deep desire to understand you and your life and what it is that how you navigate and what life is like for you, it can be a very uncomfortable situation. So I thought that was embarrassing. I just personally, when I heard him say that, I was like, ugh, no wonder she couldn't be with him anymore. All right, so text the number 323-488-3149 and you can dial in. And so look, if there's nobody who's going to dial in, there's one person who just sent a request over to be in the video, but I've pretty much said most of what it is that I was going to say. Oh wait, let me get the rest of my notes out. So here we go. Let's see. Let's go side by side. Oh, why is your thing so small? I gotta get my headphones in.
Okay.
Okay, so talk to me. What are your thoughts on this whole royal mess?
I'm gonna say from the very beginning, I wish Black people would stop adopting everyone into the fold or the tribe. Meghan is biracial. She has a white father and a Black mother. So she does not identify Black. She never has. She's a part of a white sorority.
She's a part of a white sorority.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, this is new to me. I didn't know.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't understand why Black women just automatically were like, oh, Black girl magic. Oh, she's leveled up. She's with, the prince. And it's just like, this family was a part of slavery around the world, not just here in America, but everywhere. And Harry himself has worn Nazi paraphernalia in the past, and he was young, whatever. But let's not act like we don't know what it is. And even when the cousin or relative showed up to an event with a more pendant on, just like to remind her, you're Black, or this is how we see you. Like, I don't understand. And I think that I can't say that she completely knew what she was getting into, because I think most women, we have where we think we're going to change it, we're going to be an anomaly, or we're going to save the world, be better. I think there was a level of naivety on her part. And I don't think she expected them to come at her as hard as they did. I believe she might have known a little bit, but I don't think that I think the unrelenting press, I think protocol, I think it took a toll on her. I think she's lived her life as a white woman. She's never lived her life as a Black woman. So she probably was a little bit thrown off by the vitriol, because that's not how she identifies, and that's not how she lives her life.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll say this. So you talked about how people were like, oh, she leveled up. She got her. Listen, for some women, that is their dream. For somebody to come in and save them, if you know what I mean.
She didn't need him to save her. She had a good career. She
I'm not
was
talking about her. I said for some
okay.
women, that is their dream. So they're like, "Ooh, she is living the dream." You know, she leveled up. Well, that is definitely a level up from regular person to royal.
Well, I'll tell anybody, watch The Crown on Netflix and you see how much leveling up that is. I mean, we saw Harry's mother and what she went through. And I don't know why anybody would want to sign up for that, but you know what? You know,
She said she
we're
didn't
different.
Google it and really didn't know what to expect or what was going to be going on.
I don't believe
So
that.
you don't believe that she didn't Google?
Mm-mm. I maybe I'm being naive, but from the early ages of my life, and because of the career I had, I always did a background check on anybody, and that was like before they put all these stipulations and stuff in place. I remember calling my girlfriends, girl, such and such and such, can you find out? Okay, girl, I'll let you know. A criminal background check, all of that with me.
Okay, I feel
I'm
you. So we
looking.
have a new person on the stage. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Angela.
Hi, Angela. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me see if I can get the names up on here from, let's see. Give me 1 second. I want to see if I could get the names up here so that we can know. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got two Angelas on the stage.
You do.
Hello.
All right. So what is your thought, Angela in the gray?
I believe that Meghan Markle was a bit dishonest in this interview.
Really?
And I believe that her body language showed a lot of what she really was feeling at the time that Oprah was asking her a lot of questions. She knew more about Prince Harry than she was really letting on. You don't even have to Google Prince Harry. You don't have to. His shenanigans were all over the place for a long time.
I
Yep,
didn't
in
know his
Vegas.
shenanigans. Who knew his shenanigans? Did you?
Oh, they had pictures of his dealings all in Vegas
What
and
type of dealings was he in? With dealing cards?
you know, just him out there being a playboy.
No, he was
What
naked.
type of
It
playboy?
was
Naked?
yeah,
Yes,
it was
in
like
Vegas.
yeah,
What
it
the
was a
HE double hockey sticks? What?
yeah,
Yes,
he
Prince
was a
Harry was a
wild
whole
one.
fool.
I thought he was trapped. That sounds pretty free.
Oh, he was absolutely free. He wanted yes.
Listen, welcome to the stage, Kimberly. I'm gonna have to mute you real quick because you have your computer on in the background. I'll unmute you in a second. Just make sure your computer's off because there's an echo. All right. Well, listen, hold on. Let me take my banner off of it so that it is not over the thing. But my goodness. All right. So let's bring your sound back. Okay. So listen, we're discussing this whole royal situation right now. All right. So what's going on, Kimberly? What are your thoughts on this mess?
Well, I think a lot of people, and I agree with the Angela King and the other Angela, they're both correct. What you're not realizing is that monarchy started the whole, basically the slave passage. They got their riches from tobacco, cotton, picked here in America. So for her to not know the history of the family she was walking into, she's educated. She's not stupid.
So you all think that she's being disingenuous, that she
Absolutely,
knew
because she
just
was
how.
passing
Yes.
as white.
You
Meghan
feel
Markle
that
was
she was
very
passing as
educated.
white?
Yes.
Yes. She didn't come from a poor background. Her mother may not have much, but her father does.
Her
But
father's wealthy?
he was never a part of her life like that. But
He
I
paid
think what we're
for her to go to
missing,
that expensive Catholic school that she went to. He
yes,
paid for her education.
that's like paying for a bill though. We can all, you know what I'm saying? We all pay bills every month. But if you're not putting in the work, and I say that as a single parent, daughter's doing very well, graduating from college. If you're not, hell, I can pay a bill. I do that all the time. If you're not putting in the work, you ain't there when they're sick, you ain't there driving them back to events and sports and all of that stuff. Like, yeah, anybody can pay a bill. I mean, that's nothing.
I think
What else are you doing?
she's an actress, so we got to
She
see
is.
some of her acting skills in that interview. I don't believe
Absolutely.
for 1 minute that they couldn't get her antidepressant medication or that they couldn't bring in a doctor into that palace to talk to her if she was having a mental health issues. I find that very hard to believe. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I think she's lying or either she's acting. Seriously. It's too far fetched.
We're on point.
So then why do you think that she left then? Or why do you think they left if it was so easy?
I think she left because she got her nigga wake up call. Excuse my language. They are racist. That is a racist institution. And it finally hit home. And he didn't have a choice. Either he divorces his wife and leaves his family, or he stays with her, and he chose to stay with her because he had his mother's inheritance to fall back on. So I've heard that they've been here buying real estate and all kinds of stuff. So he's set. They're straight. She don't need to be there. I don't know why she stayed as long as she did. And a real sister would have checked all of them in that palace. There would have been some drama. Like if she was a real sister, there was no way we would put up with being disrespected like that. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Kimberly. If she was a real sister, it would have been some drama in the palace. So that is your idea of a Black woman drama.
But when they talk about the color of your baby, it's time for you to represent yourself and speak up for yourself.
What? Start breaking up tables in the royal.
No,
she would have got some mental health help already.
That's not what I mean.
You said there was going to be some drama. So what type of drama are you talking about if she was a real sister?
If she was a real sister, she would have checked any and everybody that was disrespectful to her. You can do that eloquently.
Check in what way?
You can check someone very professionally.
You mean like how you doing it? You hollering in my ear right now.
Whatever.
It's true. I don't know if it's just the volume, but it's like it's a lot is happening. So okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
I'm at a point now where if people want to identify as, if you want to be Calimballasian, biracial, we could all kind of say we're biracial if you're in this country. I had my DNA done. I'm 80% African, but I'm 14 different combinations of stuff. And so if somebody said, oh, you go back to Africa, I'm like, which part? Because it's a, kind of even split between several countries on the continent.
Kimberly, something's going on with your microphone. Is there a playback going on inside is your computer playing back over there? Because there's an echo.
My computer is probably my TV, but I have the volume down.
Oh, okay.
It's on 0. You still hearing an echo?
Hello, testing.
Hello?
Yeah, there's something going on. Let me try muting you real quick. Okay, testing. Yeah, it's coming from you, Kimberly. I don't know what's going on, and then so we come back and there's just a little bit of a sound in the background. So let's go ahead and give the rest of your piece, Kimberly, because I'm going to start rotating around some of the calling in. So Angela, I'm going to put you on mute, Kimberly, and then we're going to come back and get your piece, and then we're gonna rotate around. So Angela, go ahead. What were you trying to say?
Yeah, I was trying to say that I don't have a problem with her identifying as biracial. Hell, if she wants to identify as white, do you. My problem is that Black people just grab onto people as if they're their own, and they don't even identify with you or us, and it's just like, if she wants to identify and live her life like that, so be it. I just couldn't understand all the Black women celebrating, oh, we made it, and we having tea and we dressing up and oh, we, I'm like, come on, y'all, how old
Some
are we?
Black women said they made it.
Yeah, like, come on,
There
y'all.
was
Like,
a lot of
let
celebration.
it was ridiculous. I did not understand it. I do not understand it. I'm sick of hearing Black girl magic. I'm sorry. I'm over it. Like I'm just
Okay.
sick of it. It's just thrown
I feel
around.
you. So
So
now you feel that you're biracial because you did your DNA and it came up with many different
no,
parts of
I'm Black.
Africa.
I identify as an American descendant of slaves. I know who I am. And my
Okay.
daughter knows who she is. But I'm just saying, like, if people want to identify this because they want to run away from Blackness, go on. I just wish our people would accept those runners and let them go. Let them go.
Okay.
And
All right.
quit holding them up or glorifying them as if they've done something special when they haven't.
Okay. So you feel that they were glorifying her because she got into the royal family.
Yes.
You
And
don't think that that's an accomplishment?
no. No.
No?
You know what? You know
Angela's
what I
shaking her
liken it
head down
to?
there.
I'm gonna tell you what I liken it to, because
What? Go ahead.
this is an example, an analogy. I started trying to watch the documentary on Netflix, The Murder of the Mormon, or Murdering Mormons, whatever. As I started watching, I got 30 minutes in and I said, I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. People have literally killed people based on lies. I mean, this whole reality here in this earth realm, that's what people do. They will build a lie, and then other people will take it on, the lie as the truth, and then try to kill people or argue with people over a lie that we clearly know is a lie if we would think logically. And I just feel like that whole monarchy is a lie. They stole everything from the Moors. I mean, like, I cannot. So how is it that that's something to be proud of when they stole that from someone else? They stole everything. Like, they stolen your history, they stolen your identity, they stolen everything. And you feel like you made an accomplishment because you opted in and you get to be a part of the lie? Like, I just can't. I
Okay.
can't.
All right.
But thank you
Well,
for letting me in. It was nice speaking with you.
it was nice speaking with you too. You want to speak your piece before I let you jump off and let the next person come on?
I'm done. I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. All right. So we have Angela, who has not said much, and then Kimberly. So we're going to get Kimberly's piece spoken, and then we're going to dive into Angela's thoughts. Go ahead, Kim.
Well, at first, when they announced that they were being married, I was excited. I just, unlike her, I didn't know the history either. But now that I know the history, I can't believe we were celebrating her being in the royal palace, especially with the history that they have in the slave trade and how they made their riches from slavery. So I don't know how she, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I think it's horrible. And I wish we would, be more astute and woke on these types of issues. You just cannot forgive them for their role in slavery and act like it never happened. That was vital. And that's probably why they're still in secession today, because a lot of the institutions that are here and corporations and even some schools started with funding from cotton picking through Black slavery. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Listen, I appreciate you speaking your piece, Kimberly. Thank you for jumping on.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. All right, Angela.
Hello.
So speak your piece on the situation.
I think that you have to look at everything that they are saying with really open eyes, and you have to look at them, look at what they're saying, look at their body language and how they're breathing. I think they gave out a lot of information because you can't convince me that
All of that, the way they were breathing too, you was checking their chest going up and down.
I was because I remember what happened with Diana when it was all over the news and everything that was going on. You can't convince me that they really thought that Archie was going to be any darker than Meghan. Not one bit. They know better than that. They're smarter than that. They are strategic.
Okay.
People like that are very strategic.
People
And
like
you have to,
who?
like the monarchy. All of them. Have you seen what's his name? I think Prince Philip, I think is his name, Prince of Monaco. He has 2 illegitimate children, and one of them, his son, is black. And
Really? Hold on for a second. Let me just give the announcement. Down at the bottom of the screen is a telephone number. Text if you want to come into the broadcast video up. So I'm sending out the link for you to come in and speak your piece on this whole monarchy situation. Right now, there's 718 people on this live. Go ahead and thumbs up. This has been eye-opening for me. So you think that the monarchy was too strategic to say something about the darkness of his skin?
no, I think that they are too strategic to believe that that was a real concern. Because anybody who's been through certain scientific educational classes, you know that that was not going to be a concern for their baby. Not for 1 second.
Well, you know what? I'll say this. They said that this conversation took place when he and Meghan were dating. Maybe they didn't know how dark the mother was. You know what I mean? Because according to them, they said that the comment was, well, what would the children look like? How dark would they be or whatnot, right? So it was more than just, oh, she's pregnant and we see her and know who her mother is now, but as a conversation that happened in the early stages of dating. So what are your thoughts on that?
Once I saw her mother, I thought it was very interesting that could really even be a thing as well, because her mother also looks mixed. She's not as
Hold
black
on,
as
let's look up. Let's find Meghan Markle's mama, because she does not look mixed to me. She was very brown skinned, but let's take a look.
She is a nice brown skin, but she looks mixed.
Let's take a look and see. But remember, this is a conversation that they're saying happened before anyone knew who her mother was.
Right. And so if this conversation was going on while they were just dating, Meghan knew what she was getting herself into.
Okay, so we just pulled this up. Meghan Markle's mother. Let's take a look at images. So let's see. Oh, gracious. Who is that?
That's her mother.
Who's the person standing next to her?
Oh, I don't know. I can't see who that is.
Because that's not Meghan. All right, so here. So you're saying that this woman looks mixed. Let's see if we could pull up this picture. You're saying she looks mixed, the mother.
She does. She looks like one of her parents is mixed.
Okay, very interesting. Mixed with what, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
And she has locks in her hair. So really, okay. So you're saying in certain pictures, because like right here, she just looks, regular. I think this is Meghan Markle in the middle, because it says who is Meghan Markle's father. Oh God, that is the man she lay down with. Oh my God, let me move away from this.
That might be Meghan Markle, because she got plastic surgery. She's had her nose done.
What?
Yeah, Meghan Markle's had her nose done.
Why are you saying this?
No, it's true. There are before and after pictures. Yeah.
Hold on, let's take a look at this since you dropping this tea here. Okay, so let's see, plastic surgery before, after. Let's see what we have. Ooh, wait a minute. let's see. No, wait. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Yeah, it looked like a little something is going on. Like, it looks like it just got a little more narrow.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? Oh, what the HE double hockey sticks is this? Jeez, logo. God. That don't, what the, oh, this is not a good angle. Let's see. They playing games on here. I don't see. You know what? Let's take a look at her. Oh, wait. Let's see. When she was let's see when she was a child. Oh, goodness. Wow. I can see how she could pass if this is the way she was typically looking. Oh, wait a doggone minute now. This is a different type of nose. That is a different type of nose right there. Hold on. Let's see if we could. Hold on. Oh. What is that Meghan Markle? Or is that another child she's talking? No. We're going to go back and look at Meghan Markle child pics. Hold on. Meghan Markle child pics. Oh, there we go. Photos. Let's see. Oh, wait, this is Meghan Markle, they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. She did look more black when you see the hair, you can't deny that hair, that curl. Let's see. I don't know, but as she grew, her nose didn't look too, I don't know. This is interesting. All right. Well, you know what? Listen, I'm sending out the link to other people to come into the broadcast because I want to hear from some of you. This is very interesting, my dear. So you think that she had the nose tapered?
She did. She definitely did.
Why is it that I'm sensing so much vitriol from so many Black women towards Meghan? What's going on here? What is really happening?
I actually have no ill will towards her at all. I think she is beautiful. She is well educated, well spoken. I just don't like that people don't want to accept the fact that she is just as smart as a lot of people and definitely capable of planning and executing something like this. Because, I mean, can you imagine how much Harry is worth, even on his own? Diana left him millions of dollars. They didn't really need it. They didn't need the monarchy, but she didn't get any of what everybody else was accustomed to when they came into the monarchy and were afforded of salary and security and all these other things.
Okay, let's welcome Claudina to the stage. Claudina.
Hi, how you guys doing?
All right, so what are your thoughts now on all of this?
Well, I have listened to the two ladies. I really like both Angela's conversation, and I thought it was really thoughtful the way they displayed their conversation. The only problem that I had with Morgan was that I feel like she didn't identify as a Black woman, and I think you talk about it a lot in your channel that sometimes we jump to the fight to rescue everybody just because they claim to be Black. And I think we need to stop doing that. Now, I don't have a problem if at first she identified as a Black woman, but we automatically gave her the title without her saying that she was a Black woman because she never claimed that she was. And that is a problem. And now it's like, now that she wants to feel pity, she wants everybody to sympathize with her. Now everybody's claiming she's Black. And I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think we should do that.
So you think she wants sympathy now?
Well, you know what? Let me not just put my 2 cents into it until
I mean, this is your time.
That's what I'm getting. That's what the vibe that I'm getting from this interview. Regardless how people want to frame it or want to put it, she's getting some type of press with this release, this interview. And, every Black person is coming to her rescue. Every Black person is saying, oh no, it's racism. We can't be treating her this way. But she never claimed she was Black.
Never.
Just because she didn't claim she was Black doesn't mean that racism is not playing a factor here.
Well, It is. I'm not denying the racism. I'm not denying the royal family involvement with slavery or anything of that nature. What I am having a problem with is the fact that she never claimed that she was Black. She never wanted to be identified as Black woman. And
so you said she never wanted to be identified as a, where are you getting this from?
No,
it's the whole vibe. It's the whole vibe of her. Like, I feel like, the Black woman title is kind of forced upon her by us and by the media. I don't think it's something that if she had a say in it, she would just say, oh, I'm a Black woman. Like, I want people, if you want to be white, be white. If you want to be Black, be Black. If you want to be in the middle, I do not have a problem with it. And I don't discriminate. And if you were brought on this planet by a wonderful Black woman and you want to claim your Blackness, by all means do it. But when the person doesn't identify as something and then we force it upon them, now she's using it. Of course, now it's working for her. But before, if you could go back, she never claimed it. And I don't need to prove it. Like, she never identified as a Black woman. And if you call her a Black woman, it would be like an insult to her. So I'm not saying that she's
I
not
don't know where we're
experiencing
getting that
racism.
from. Where are we getting it from that it would be an insult? What proof do we have of that?
Angela, please help me.
Meghan Markle actually did an interview saying that she is not Black and that she is biracial. And
when did she do the interview? Let's pull it up right now.
I don't remember the interview that she did, but I just find it funny that
no. If you're gonna make the claim, let's find the interview. Who was she interviewing with?
Oh gosh, this was a while ago. I really
dropped off the call.
You can. I'm pretty sure that if you search it, you can find it. But she did the interview, and she was not disrespectful or anything. She just said that she was not either or, that she is biracial. And I laughed when she brought it up because so many people are fighting to be identified as biracial.
Let's look it up. Let's find it. Oh, she's come back. If you want to join the discussion on video, just text the number and I will send you the link to come in. This is an interesting discussion to me. Let's
what? I'm trying. I'm working right now to find it because what Angela is saying is right. There was one interview that I watched online that she was claiming that she wasn't Black, she was biracial.
Interview says she's not Black. Let's go. Let's find it. Okay. Let's go to the video tab. Meghan Markle Oprah interview rings true. Meghan Markle Prince Harry Oprah interview. Meghan Markle. Okay. So let's take out interview. Let's take out interview. All right. So now we have Meghan Markle says she's not Black. Oh, everything is coming up Oprah, because that's all people want to talk about right now. All right. Well, we ain't find it then. So, all right.
Yeah, so I only laughed when she brought it up because the argument is still going, because a lot of biracial people are fighting to be known as biracial, but a lot of white people are fighting them back on that and saying, no, you're not white, you're Black. And it's just an ongoing thing. It's sad, but it is an ongoing thing. It's not going to be a thing.
I hear you. All right. So I appreciate you two ladies weighing in. Angela, I'm going to let you drop off the call since you've been here the longest. Okay. And then we're going to pick Claudina's brain a little bit more. So thank you, Angela.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Claudina.
Hi.
So, oh wait, I lost you. I lost your footage. Where's you? Okay, there we go. So, Claudina.
Hi.
So, your stance is that you think she is looking for sympathy, and that she is just she's an actress playing games.
Oh my goodness! Now you're tying my feet. Well, let me not say that, you know, I think there is some truth to what she's saying. I think it's there's a bit of truth, but I think there's a bit of acting going on.
Okay.
It's just because, like I said before, I don't know if maybe I could pull it up, but I know I have heard her said that
Well,
she
you know
was
what?
biracial.
Find it and text me the link, okay? I'm gonna let you drop off so that you could do that. So thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. All right, so we have V on the line. V, what are your
Hello,
thoughts on
ma'am.
all of this?
So, growing up as a biracial child, you know, and on the Caucasian side, I guess you could say, my family, they're very affluent. They have a lot of money. They really made it.
You hear that, ladies? V got money.
No, not me personally. You know, that's their money. That's their thing. I don't like to touch it. But excuse my look. I just got off work and I'm a little distraught. This is the first time I've ever jumped on anything live. But with that being said, I really
mean, you
think
could
that,
take the
you know,
hat
I
off. You're
feel.
indoors now. You
Oh,
know.
no, that has to protect my hair. COVID-19 got us all down. The barber has not been available lately, so
What-
not
What's going
happening.
on? You can take it off. Let us see that beautiful coils.
Okay. Oh, beautiful coils. No, ma'am. It's all compressed. It's cold outside. Yeah. I'm gonna put it right back
You
down.
can leave it off. No, it looks better than your hat. Leave
Nah.
it off. Leave it off. Just do your thing.
Yeah. So excuse that, everybody. I've just been at work and I work hard. So no, but with that being said, I really feel like, you know, I feel like what's her name? Meghan Markle, correct? Yeah. She's blowing this whole thing out of proportion. And forgive me because I don't really stay up with royal family drama because I'm not into all that. However, thank you. I just think that she's really blown it out of proportion. You know, when I was born, my grandma expressed, you know, like her thoughts on it, and she thought that I would come out as and I quote, with dark skin and blonde hair. Actually, I paraphrase there because I don't want people to, you know, jump the gun. But you know, and my mom had a very, very not okay reaction. That, you know, she got angry. She's like, "Wow, you're racist," you know. But when I learned about it growing up, I really didn't think anything of it because I love my grandma. So when I remove that aspect of, oh, she might be racist, because I know my grandma loves me despite my skin color and you know, my family and whatnot. I think that Meghan wasn't really ready for that, in a sense of having a biracial child, because you know, not a lot of people are. Not a lot of people are
You
aware
think
of.
Meghan's child is biracial?
Indeed, she's gonna be, you know, she's not white, and Harry is as white as white can get, and I don't like.
Hold on, let's take a look at Meghan's child. Hold on, let's get the. Oh wait, you're gone. Let's see if we could get this. Let's take a look at Meghan Markle baby. Let's take a look at Archie. Let's see. Let's go to images.
I have not seen this baby, so disclaimer.
Let's take a look at this baby. So this is her baby. This is her black baby, a biracial baby. Okay. Let's take a look. This is the biracial baby. So you see, the thing is that people don't understand black don't last all generations.
So that's actually funny that you bring that up, because my younger brother actually had the same pigmentation as that child right there when he was born. You know, he had almost no pigmentation to his skin whatsoever, and I don't mean that, and I'm ignorant to the whole, you know, like pigmentation thing. But he looked white, you know, and now has the same skin tone as me. I don't know if I'm considered, you know, black, if that's, but no, I'm black. America.
Your sound went out.
Yeah, I
it's
just got off
back
work, so
now.
they're probably blowing me up. Yeah, I get a phone call. They're probably blowing me up or something like that. But
okay.
yeah, just from work. It's no big deal. I'm off now. They want. I got to be on the clock to do that. But no, I just think that, you know, she wasn't really aware of, you know, how people growing up, especially during the time that all of Harry's brothers and his mom and especially the Queen grew up, you know. And so, like, you got to think about the zeitgeist in that time, you know, like they had, well, America in a sense had just gotten over segregation, you know, race was still a really big thing. Like you don't race mix, and it was really frowned upon. So with that being said, I just think that, you know, she's not doing it for attention. She's not doing it to say that, to try to drag the royal family through the dirt. You know, I just think that she really wasn't prepared, and she doesn't know how to handle it. And for everybody saying that that's a white baby, you know, just because your skin tone really does not reflect your skin tone does not reflect your what's the word I'm looking for? Your culture and your ethnicity, because, you know, that baby might be white, but whether you like it or not, the mom is biracial. So, you know, don't just see color, see it for what it is. And I'm sorry, they're blowing me up right now on the emergency phone. It's a very odd conversation. I wish I had more to hand over to you. I just thought I should put my 2 cents in. And to summarize, you know, Meghan, she just doesn't know what that entailed, and she really was just naive, more naive than ignorant. So I do have to go. Great
All right,
talking
well,
with
go
you. Thank you
ahead,
for having
V.
me
Thank you.
on. Sorry about my hair, y'all. All right, see ya.
Do your thing. They sell clippers on Amazon. Shefreen, you got to get your mic connected, Mama. Your mic's not connected. All right. So there was somebody, I was trying to catch this person's comment because they were like, "Oh, he's cute. I love biracial men." And I'm like, okay. I wish I caught your comment so we could see who you be. Shefreen, you are on. Girl, what is your comment on all of this boondoggle?
Is my audio better now?
Your audio sound awful. You know, I did not click her out. She dropped off. I did that audio bumped her out. That did not sound good at all. So I think she's coming back. Let's see. Hello?
Sorry about that. Is this better?
No, this ain't something. No, you sound awful. You need to make sure that you are getting the microphone. Are you coming in through a mobile phone? Huh?
No, through my computer.
You need something ain't going right with you. Check your audio settings again. Okay, I'm gonna remove you because you making my broadcast look bad. Go ahead. Go click on the button that does the audio check. All right, listen, text me if you all want to join the conversation. I'm taking some of your thoughts. So I see, there's a bunch of people who, she's sending me the link. Go ahead. I'm sending some people. I don't know what is going on. I am sending out, let's see. Somebody's like, I have an opinion, please. Let's let Shafreen get her microphone back up and running. So here is the article where she says she's not. Okay. Oh Lord, I can't even read the thing because it has something up there that's telling me to accept. I am not interested in accepting whatever. I don't accept these cookies or whatever it is they're trying to do to us. Let me see if I can get this on the thing. Somebody was saying, look at a more recent picture of Archie. We'll go back to it if we can. Let's see. Let's get this on the, all right. So just bear with me because I'm not clicking on accept on this. So we're just gonna have to be able to read. The title says Meghan, the title says Meghan Markle says I'm more than other. And then you can't really see her face. Let me see if I'm not accepting that. I don't care what you all say. So it says, what are you? What are you? A question I get, you see it down there. What are you? A question I get asked every week of my life, often every day. Well, I say, as I begin the verbal dance, I know all too well. I'm an actress, a writer, the editor-in-chief of my lifestyle brand, The Tig, a pretty good cook, and a firm believer in handwritten notes. A mouthful, yes, but one that I feel paints a pretty solid picture. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Let me do a control F for the word biracial, or control F, because there's too much happening over here with this big thing in the middle. All right, here it is. Being biracial paints a blurred line that is equal parts staggering and illuminating. As a biracial woman today, I'm choosing to be braver, to be a bit deeper. Okay. I'm bored. I'm sorry, I'm bored. Let's see. So we have somebody else coming into the thing. Hey, Shonitra.
Hey, Tanya. I was not going to call in, but the ladies were so thought-provoking. And I love your show. Definitely, we love you over here in Houston.
Is that dark in Houston?
No, I have migraines, so a lot of times I don't see bright lights.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay. All right.
No,
go ahead.
Like,
go
it's
ahead.
kind of dark out, but it's not that dark. But
okay.
I think you're right, though. But I think we get caught up in the semantics of whether somebody is biracial or Black. I don't think that has a whole lot to do with what's happening. The fact is, she is biracial, you know? I don't know whether she was looking for sympathy or whether she was just telling her story as to what happened. And I think people are having such a reaction to it because of how they reacted when this girl first got married. I think that's why they're having such a reaction. I think they feel like idiots for parading around. Oh, we've made it. We haven't made anything. Number one, we didn't marry that strange looking clear fellow. We didn't marry him. None of us married
Why
him.
you gotta be like that? He's strange looking.
He looks very strange. I wouldn't touch him with the Lord's hand. But that's her husband. It's not mine.
I cannot know. We're gonna need to take a look at a picture of him. You wouldn't touch him with the Lord's hand. You're just telling jokes now. Let's see, Prince Harry. Let's see. Prince Harry. Let's take a look at what Prince Harry looks like. Okay. So they have pictures from the interview where he was looking all right in the interview. So here we have, that's not a good. Oh gracious. Oh me, oh my God. Okay. I mean, here he's combed up and looking okay. It doesn't look like he's been aging well.
Well, there's that. But that's that lady's husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to find him attractive. She does. You know, she said I do to that. But, you know, we as Black people, especially Black women, I was so embarrassed to see all of the hoopla. Ooh, we married into royalty. Us is done married into royalty now. It was a real plantation moment. And I was really embarrassed. And the fact remains, we have royal lineage all throughout West Africa. So why are we so impressed by Caucasian monarchy? Like, what is wrong with you? Like,
what royal lineage did he talk about all throughout West Africa?
I mean, there are lots of kings or Igwes or Ezes or Obas all throughout West Africa. So it's like, why is it that because it's Caucasian monarchy somehow is more legitimate? It's something special or fancy, and we need to be a part of that. Like, it just
hold on. I think you answered your own question inadvertently. Mm-hmm. When you said there's a whole bunch of kings.
Yeah.
When there's a whole bunch of something, you don't supply demand.
I mean, but what's the thing?
When there's an overabundance, the value decreases.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, according to whom? So because you have a family of noted thieves who most of their wealth was stolen from Africa, including the people. Like, they didn't just stop with jewelry, they stole whole people. So when you start doing stuff like that, this is what you aspire to. This is when we break out the plantation party and start having a whole hootenanny because we've made it, because she married in. And then once they saw that, oh no, us ain't made it. These people still don't like her. Now we're mad at Meghan. Meghan did not tell us to have a whole plantation hootenanny. She never asked anybody to do it. And now everybody is giving her the backlash. Meghan did not ask y'all to do this foolishness. So now kindly step aside and try to be sympathetic and empathetic with the fact that this girl has really experienced something that was unpleasant. I don't believe she was ready for it. I think maybe in her mind, maybe she thought she lived in a post-racial world. Maybe she didn't think this was going to go down like this. And it was just mean.
Wait, why are they calling you Ursula?
I guess because of my hair and the fact that I'm fat. I'll take it. It is what it is. I'm not hungry. I apologize for not suffering through poverty. I can afford to eat.
You know something, these people. I had to click it off to make sure I knew your right name. Her name is Shonitra.
Yes. But I'll be Ursula, girl. It's cool. Listen, I have
sing. Go ahead, say sing. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, you gotta scream sing.
Sing, yes. Did I hit the line? But that's the thing. I think people acted a fool, and then they blamed this girl for it. They blamed her because they acted a fool. Once they saw, just like she got her, as Paul Mooney say, the N-word wake-up call. They got their N-word wake-up call, and then they blamed her. She asked them to do it. Like, it's just foolishness.
Well, I guess I don't understand how the tides have turned, because I remember when everybody was saying we made it.
Where did we make it to? I haven't left Houston. I don't know. I don't know where we made it to. Nobody invited me to England. I wouldn't have gone. But I didn't get not one invite. I don't know where we made it to. And who is we? How many of us constitutes we? Because I only seen Meghan and her mama.
Do you know something? Well, if you saw Bridgerton, you know that she said they said they made it too into the royalty, didn't they? With the queen, who I didn't know was black at first. All right, we're bringing some more people on, and then we're going to start switching people off. I need you all. Somebody's mic is giving an echo. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Kim, it's not your mic. So Bria, it was yours. So Bria, I'm going to bring you back, but you have got to have your mic muted. Okay.
Is it better now?
Okay, so go ahead. So what is the comment? Did you have a comment for Shonitra, or did you just have a comment about the thing?
Me, I'm calling just to kind of agree with what you're saying. I feel like certain
With
black
who?
women. You, Tanya.
What did I say?
I'm about to say it right now.
Oh,
so I feel like when you said certain black women have vitriol towards
the whole thing about Markle, what she's dealing with.
What's going on? I hear some feedback. Is that you, Kimmy?
I don't know. You go out, maybe you step outside.
Somebody talk about step outside.
That was me.
Oh,
can you hear me?
That sounds like a threat.
I have a lot of interference.
When people like, let's step outside, I'm like, oh, we getting froggy now? Over Meghan Markle?
No.
But
am
no,
I coming in clear?
Yeah, you sound okay. Let's put you on mute so that we can get Bria's comments. So go ahead, Bria.
I was just saying that I think that certain black women do have vitriol towards Meghan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure why, because the other woman she got out here and she said, why would her be getting the title be an accomplishment because of slavery? And I feel like not every black person is kind of focused on the past and slavery and all all that destruction. Like everybody is not really thinking in that moment. And I feel like black women and black people kind of rob themselves of life when they compare everything to that and think about that all the time.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
And also I do think that Meghan, she's telling the truth, but I feel like she thought that because she was she looks white, she probably thought that this would never happen to her. Because she didn't experience that often in life. So she probably felt like she was above it. But because, that is a different whole...
So the N-word wake-up call that people were saying.
Yeah. Like she started to see it. And because in the UK is a different country. So we don't, well, me personally, I don't know how their racism is over there. Like, what they kind of do that's wrong that we do over here. We know about it over here, but over in America, she has a pass, of course, because she looks like she's white. But over there, they know her whole thing and know her whole tea. So they've just,
Okay. All right. So Shanitra, go ahead and lend your last talking point, and then I'm going to pull you off and bring Shafreen back.
Definitely gonna say I hear and understand what Bria is saying, and I've heard that before about Black people. I guess thinking about it, I don't know how you stop thinking about the fact that you're Black, and your history is a part of your sum total of who you are. Like, you can't forget your history and say I'm just living in the now. The past never happened, because it did, and it had a lot to do to shape who we are and our relationships with other groups of people. So I think we have to be intelligent about it. We have to acknowledge those things, and do so intelligently. I don't think you should walk in the supermarket and just start kicking people because they're pale. Like, don't do that. You have to really be mindful and be aware that history took place. And if you're not intelligent about it, it will repeat itself, and it does quite frequently. So I think that to get to a point, when you get to a point where you pretend that it never happened, and just because you happen to be pale because your daddy was pale, and now I'm free, I'm completely free from it. She says she's biracial. I respect it. She has every right to say she's biracial. I think it's terrible to tell somebody they have to disavow or pretend that a whole half of themselves does not exist. I think that's very unkind. It's unkind.
Yeah.
So I respect that, And I feel bad for what she went through. I think it's terrible. They shouldn't have been picking on her baby. Poor little baby wasn't even here yet. And as we see, there's no danger that little fella's gonna get a tan. It ain't gonna happen.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming, Shanitra.
Thank you, Tanya. I'm gonna be over here in the chat watching. I love you, love your show.
Love you too. Thank you. All right, so we're going to bring Shafreen up on the side. All right, so Shafreen, you've come back. How's your sound?
Yes, is the sound better?
Okay, now you sound like okay. You sound okay.
Thank you.
What is your comment?
So I am not surprised with what's going on, what happened with her. And I mean, like, for me, I was born in Jamaica. I don't know if you know, but Jamaica was literally the biggest producer that made Britain wealthy.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So I am not surprised. Britain, England invented racism. Right? And in the history of Jamaica, it's pretty, like, we have like the rotten end of the stick when it comes to the history and dealing with Britain. Before Elizabeth I, there was no racism. She invented racism, and it was used to develop Britain from a very poverty-stricken nation into what it is right now.
So hold on. You said Elizabeth I invented racism?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look and see. Wait, that's not the right button. All right, here we go. So let's take a look and see who invented racism. Who invented racism? All right. The ugly, fascinating history of racism. All right. The lie that invented racism. Okay, so let's click on the first one by NPR and take a look and see what we have. Ooh, that horse looked like it's seen better days with lighter loads. Okay, so let's see what we have here. It says Henry Pratt was the first person the Oxford English Dictionary records using the word racism in a speech decrying it, but his own legacy on race is checkered. All right, so I don't think this goes back far enough. So let's see. So you said Elizabeth I?
Yes. I'm not sure if you'll find it online, but I mean, you could check. She started it, and then James, King James, who was her, he preceded her. he continued it with the Bible. And
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Elizabeth I and the Blackamoors. So it says, today I'm compelled to blog. There is a wrong I must right. The world simply cannot be allowed to continue to believe that Elizabeth I expelled Africans from her realm in 1596. This is perhaps the most oft-quoted, sometimes the only quoted fact relating to the history of Africans in Tudor England. Recently, I've seen it repeated. So this is the person's blog. Let's go for something a little more verified. I'm just seeing blogs. Yesterday in Racist History, Queen Elizabeth tries to banish. So there's a little bit of, there's some question about that. So it's not verified that she started racism. We'll have to look it up after this. I just want us to be factually correct, because when people hear things, they take it and they're like, oh, I heard this, but they could have heard it from a person who may be misquoting. So that's why I wanted to look that up. So there is some controversy on that. I know that the word black and white were created for hierarchical reasons. However, let's hold off on saying who actually created it until we can verify that, okay?
Sure.
All right,
Sure.
so go ahead with your statement.
So basically what I wanted to emphasize was the economic reason behind the slave trade and racism.
Okay, so you know what? Let's do this. Bria, I'm gonna let you drop off and give your final statement, and then I'm gonna talk to Shafreen. Okay, so go ahead, give your final words.
Just don't be too focused on this and don't be too much in your head. That's my advice to everyone.
Okay.
About negativity.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And when you say don't be too focused on this, you're talking about Meghan Markle?
I'm talking about just like race in general, like just thinking about like your disadvantages all the time. I feel like that's like, crippling to you as a person. And history and your slavery and stuff is important. Of course, you gotta know your history, but I feel like you shouldn't walk in that every day. You shouldn't just keep it alive all the time. But that's just me.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Bria. And
You're welcome.
We appreciate you coming through.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye. All right. So Shafreen, go forward.
Yeah. So prior to the slave trade with Britain, Jamaica was colonized by the Spanish people. And then Britain, back in the 1600s, they waged a war on the Spanish who occupied the island and pretty much took it from them. And that's how you had the Maroons who went to the hills. So what they did was they started bringing more and more Africans over to Jamaica. And subsequently, Jamaica became the highest producer of sugar, which was in high demand in Europe. The profits that were made from the sugar were sent back to England to develop all these social programs that the people who are English enjoy today, like even up today. So fast forward a bit, Jamaica, like with the situation with Jamaica was that the average person who was enslaved lived for 6 years max. Because of the amount of issues that they had to endure.
Okay, let's look that up real quick. Hold on.
Sure.
Give me one moment. Let's add this to the screen real quick. I can't find the thing. We got some kisses going on. All right, here we go. So let's see. How long did the average enslaved person live? Let's take a look and see. All right. Interested in the lifespan of slaves after they were given a full task, the average age of death was 41, while of those dying during 1890, the average age of death was 50. What was the mortality rate for slaves? Crew members died from fevers. Let's make this larger so you all can see. When did the last enslaved person die? How long was slavery legal in the US? Digital history. Okay, so where did you hear that the average enslaved person only lived for 6 years?
In Jamaica.
Okay, let's
In
put
Jamaica, the slavery was abolished in 1838. Yeah.
You know, I know that there's some people who are like, Tanya, why do you keep stopping her? Well, part of the reason that I am just stopping to just check this stuff is because we hear a thing and then we just take it in as fact without questioning, you know, the validity of it. So I'm not seeing slaves and slavery in Jamaica lead page, but I don't see, let's click on this real quick. It's 1655 and 1662, about 400 Negro slaves on the island as a cultivation of sugar. In the meantime, in 18, okay. Let's see. Slave women and reproduction in Jamaica. All right, so we're going to have to, so that's something else that we're going to need to look up. And during slavery, highest production sugar. Let's see. The barbaric history of sugar in the enslaved people's work on sugar plantations in the Caribbean, slave labor, slavery and remembrance, before cotton. Okay, during slavery, let's see. Which island, highest production sugar? All right, it says, so between 1748 and 1788, over 1,200 ships brought over 335 enslaved Africans to Jamaica, Britain's largest sugar-producing colony. All right, so we have that fact checked right there. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so go ahead.
So fast forward to 1838, abolition. The people, the Black people in Jamaica wanted to be to have some kind of reparations for all the trauma that they went through, but they decided not to do that. Instead, what they did was they paid out all the plantation owners.
Okay.
Billions of dollars, right? And I'm saying billion because they just, I think it was in 2016 or 2018 when Britain finished paying the descendants of those slave owners. So they paid billions to all of them for their property, right? So
I'm sorry, give me one moment. There's someone who's saying, Tanya, you are so disgustingly rude. I'm literally repulsed. If you're repulsed by learning and fact checking, this isn't the place for you. Go be someplace where you resonate. It's as simple as that. Bye. Go ahead, Mama.
I really appreciate the fact checking because it shows that you don't just take what people say and run with it as facts. You know, like we really have to be diligent and look at like information that we're getting and checking it. I don't consider it to be rude. I just consider it to be diligent, just to check to make sure that you have your facts straight. There are some textbooks out there. If I can remember, I was trying to remember one off the top of my head about Jamaica slavery, and it goes into detail about how long the slaves lived and some of the atrocities that the children went through, because many African children were brought to Jamaica. Most of them didn't live very long, and they lost body parts because of the sugar mills. So the mills would sometimes pull the kids in and grind them. And most women in Jamaica during the slavery, they weren't able to reproduce because of the trauma. So majority of the Jamaicans now of African descent are from the last set that were brought in, the Maroons, and people who were smuggled into Jamaica after slavery. For example, one of my grandmother's grandmother was smuggled into Jamaica from Ghana in the 1860s.
How do we bring this back to the Meghan Markle Oprah interview?
Right. So I'm basically saying this to say that Britain is the inventor of racism. And even if you look at other commentaries from British, especially white Britain people, they tend to be very defensive and appalled that Meghan even said anything. And it's quite interesting because to me, it's obvious, yes. Like, even if they know that, yeah, our people invented it and they owned it, like, I would have so much respect for that. But the fact that they are in denial and they're vilifying her for even stating her experience, right, on what she went through. And I was just like going through the Jamaica experience just to give you an example of how terrible, you know what I mean, like the institution was.
Okay.
So for her, what she experienced is what she experienced, and I find many of them have invalidated her experience to make it seem like she's lying or making stories up. And I get it, like people. Yeah, some people lie, some people make stories up, but when it comes to what people feel, what people think, what people are experiencing, right? It's that person's experience, and I don't think it's proper. I'm trying to find a better word than
well,
proper.
I feel you on that, to just discount her personal account, but they say that she's acting.
I understand where they're coming from because that's her profession.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
And
Well,
it's
you know
possible
what?
that she could have been method acting.
We're going to let you jump off. Okay, Shafreen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, so we have Annalika who is coming up next with her comment. Okay, Annalika, so what's your thought? Oh, you're muted. Let me unmute you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. How are you? I love your show.
Thank you. Welcome in.
I think, first of all, I thank you for having this conversation because it's very complex, it's very nuanced, and identity, when you really think about identity, so much of it is cultivated by the world around you. It makes it hard for you to have your own identity that's grounded and rooted and sound without anybody coming in and telling you who you are, what you look like, yada yada yada. I think with respect to Meghan Markle, I think for her, I really do. I don't think that she was expecting the level of vitriol and racism that she's experiencing. I don't think she was. Because I think that her experience, our identity is, a lot of it is based on our experience and how others perceive us, treat us, and look at us. So I think that for a lot of her life, she, you know, depending on what group she's in, she might be able to pass for white or Spanish or something else, something other than Black. So I think that she was taken aback by that. But I think people saying, well, she's not Black. My mom's biracial and my dad is Black. But growing up, my mom always said, I'm not Black, I'm not white, I am biracial. It confused me because I always thought race was a very rigid construct and you had to pick. But my mom said, no, I'm biracial. So everyone gave her that. I think if that's what Meghan Markle is asking for, we can give her that. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't want to empathize with her plight, because there's a plight there, it's nuance. So she's experiencing something that that non-color, I guess, only people of color would experience. Not to the same extent, not nearly as much, but people have to understand that being biracial, coming from an American caste system, because that's another hurdle as well, right? She's not European, she's American. That's another problem. But I think I think that wait, what was I saying?
Before
I
you
think it's
said, oh, okay.
empathy. I think it's empathy. I think if people don't want to empathize with her plight, we shouldn't force them to. We do acknowledge that we should at least acknowledge that there's a plight, that there are obviously racial or negative connotations around the fact that she's biracial. But I think it's about empathy. I think somebody said it earlier. They pick and choose who they want to have empathy for, who they want to, who their story resonates with, and she's just not getting that empathy. That's what I think.
Okay, and why do you feel that she's not getting the empathy?
Because I feel like the conversation is she's not black, she's not white, she's biracial, she wants to be biracial. I think that's where you let sleeping dogs lie, no? But I mean, this whole pushing back on everything she's doing, it's she's going to identify how she wants to identify. And if someone's going to try to take away from how she's identifying and how being in that environment in the monarchy, how that's affecting her, I mean, it has to be a.
I didn't hear the last part because it got jumbled at the end. What were you saying?
I don't remember. I think it just comes down to empathy. That's what I think.
Oh, the sound went out at the end. I think there was like the packets all came in at the end and it was like, so I didn't hear the last thing that you said, but okay. Well, you feel that she's not getting you feel that she's not getting the benefit of the doubt and people are calling her an actress and saying she's being traumatic and they don't believe her. You think that comes down to people just not having empathy for her because of how she identifies?
I think maybe it's we don't believe you, you need more people. I think that's there's some of that. But I also think that there is a demographic, there's a section of people that don't feel that because she can pass for white or because she does look Caucasian, that there are any issues, right? There are any social challenges for her because of the way she looks.
Okay.
Like, and depending on where you're from, and a lot of people are saying that her mom can pass for biracial. There's not one human that I know. I'm in Toronto, and there's not one person that I know that would see her mom and say, yeah, she can pass for biracial. Not one. Not one person would say that. Her mom doesn't look biracial to me, is what I'm saying.
What does a biracial person look like, though, Annalika? Oh, Annalicia.
Annalisa. Well, I mean, if phenotypically, she doesn't look phenotypically biracial. Like the more slender nose. She has red, so I don't really know what her hair looks like. But she has full lips. She doesn't. To me, she doesn't look biracial.
I mean, does Tyson Beckford look biracial to you?
Who's Tyson Beckford? Is he a football player?
No, he's a model. I'll show you a picture right now.
Tyson Beckford sounds familiar.
Give me a moment.
Do you think her mom looks biracial?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up Tyson Beckford. Does he look biracial?
No, absolutely not. Is he?
Yes, he is. So this makes it begs to question, what does a biracial person look like? You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's physical characteristics, like the physical phenotypical traits that predominantly people of color have. Wait a minute. How bad? He has one black parent and one white parent, like Boris Kodjoe?
No, you know that there's more. Biracial just means two races. There are many different conglomerations of races. The way you can combine two races out there. His mother, I believe, is Asian.
Mom's Asian, dad's black?
Yes.
And she's full Asian?
Yes. I mean, this is what I'm saying. So you really can't really say that a person looks biracial or not, because there are the way biraciality shows up looks different. Ooh, he was fine, wasn't he? The way biraciality shows up. Ooh, I remember these days. Yes, yes, Lordy. And so, so there's so many people out there who are biracial. So I don't think biracial really has a look.
But so then that's another conversation then, because people will, and that's what I'm saying. Your identity.
So somebody
much of
is saying that you probably mean ambiguous.
Racially ambiguous.
Right. Maybe that's what you're saying. They're saying.
About what's his name? What's her name? Meghan.
Somebody is saying that Tyson is only 25% Asian. I always thought he was biracial. So Neo is then biracial. Hold on, let's take a look and see. Tyson Beckford parents. Let's take a look and see. Race.
That makes sense.
Let's take a look. You never know. You never know. You never know. Okay, so it says Afro-Jamaican mother, Panamanian father of Afro-Jamaican and Chinese Jamaican descent. Okay. So he is not, but Neo, the singer Neo is biracial, Black and Asian, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong in the audience so that we can at least be able to bring up an example. So let's see. Neo singer. Images. Huh?
He can't be.
Why are you saying he can't be?
No, I'm being facetious. Like if I was to put money on it. Now I'm curious.
I mean, but the thing is, okay, right? So this is the thing. When it comes to biraciality, because I know dark-skinned people who were biracial, I know them personally. So if we're looking for a star that you cannot tell is biracial who is not ambiguous looking, I don't know these stars, but I know we all know people in our private life who are biracial. Like I remember when I found out that this guy Coop Blackson, his mother's Japanese, his father is Black, and he's dark skinned. So you really can't. So it's not like biracial doesn't have like a look. It just means that your parents, have. You know what I mean? You have one parent of this race and another parent of that race. So okay, so somebody is saying, what about A. Marie? All right, so let's take a look at A. Marie. And yes, Bob Marley was biracial, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, he was biracial.
So we have A. Marie. Okay, so A. Marie, but she looks like she could be phenotypically mixed. So looking at her, yeah, she looks like she could be mixed. So I don't know what her mix is, but I'll just show you all. I'll show you Coop Blackson because he's a person that I know for sure. Coot Blackson. I don't know how many of you out there know Coot, but this is Coot, and Coot is half Japanese, half I believe it's Ghanaian, and he's dark complected. And you wouldn't necessarily know by walking up to him. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I'm thinking I'm showing the pictures. You can't even see it. Here we go. Oh, where is it? There we go. So so you all didn't see the pictures of A. Marie or anything that I had up. So this is Coop Blackson. And Coop Blackson is half Japanese, half Ghanaian or Kenyan or something like that. I don't know. Because I used to know back in the days, but I don't know anymore. But as you see, he's brown skin. You know what I'm saying? So this is his mama and his papa. Oh, that's that. Hold on. So this is his mom and pop right there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, hold on. This thing is. Why are you saying mm-mm?
That's just
what?
Look at that. I think for me, perception is our.
I'm sorry. Is this the first time that you're seeing a biracial person that may not? Huh?
No. I have it all throughout. It's very pervasive in my own family. It's just it's interesting because this is my takeaway. because our reality is really based on our perception, and our perception's always going to be different. We are going to use different identifiers. We're going to use different constructs to label and identify and categorize people. So it's hard to have one. It's hard to have one requirement. It's just difficult, and that's why having these conversations requires so much nuance, and you really do have to go in depth. Otherwise, it's not genuine.
Okay. All right. And so to bring it back to Meghan Markle, how do we bring it back to her in relating? So this is A. Marie, because I don't think you guys got a chance to see the image of her before, but she looks like she could have a mixed phenotype. Well, her phenotype looks like it could be mixed. You see? She doesn't, you see what I'm saying? But yeah, all right. So bring it back to Meghan Markle.
Back to Meghan Markle. If she wants to identify, if she wants to identify as biracial, I think that's ideal. I don't think that it should be a divisive conversation one way or the other. If she's biracial, she's biracial. And I do think that people pick and choose the battles, the racial battles especially. And I do understand, because I have family members that see Meghan Markle and they're like, yo, this girl doesn't have a dog in the fight. She doesn't have a plight. There's no problem, because comparatively, compared to their own plight and their own challenges, it's null and void almost. So I understand that. And I think that another caller was saying, Black women are giving her a lot of vitriol. I think that has to do with it, because you do have to make the comparison. And if you make the comparison, it trivializes Black women's plight as it pertains to social inequality and oppression and different challenges that they have. So it does trivialize it. So I do understand the pushback. I mean, do what you want every day.
Okay.
But I get it. I get it.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you so much, Annalicia, for calling in. We appreciate your point of view.
Thank you. I'll be in the chat. Thank you.
All right. All right. So there we have it. And we've been on for about 2 hours, so we're going to cut it off now. Pink Butterfly is saying, but she's not a Black woman. Listen. And then Tay says, why do Canadians act like there's no racism in Canada? I think people take a look at the United States as a benchmark, and they say, well, if it is not that, then it is not racism. So people look at the toxicity that exists over here, and they say, well, if it's not as bad as the United States, then it is okay. So on that note, what is our takeaway from this conversation? Also, what did you all think of having callers call in on video as opposed to the phone? What are your thoughts on that? I want to hear, how did you all enjoy that? Was it distracting? Was it nice to see people? Was it just to talk to me? How was that for you all? And we got some cash apps that have come through. So we have A. Hiley, who sent $5 through saying, I appreciate you. So thank you for that. Let me send you a heart. Thank you. And then Steve sent another $10 and says, Meghan got that phone call. Look, what are you talking about? What phone call did Meghan get? It's so silly. What phone call did she get? That N-word wake-up phone call? Okay, so let me see. So Renee says, I love the visuals. P is saying, take away, Meghan did the right thing. Stacy is saying, I like the video chat. Monique is saying, racism is alive and well in Canada with 3 exclamations. So I guess she really means it. Pretty is saying, it was okay. Patrice is saying, Tiger Woods is mixed. Catherine says, it's nice to see people. Daz says, it eliminates troll callers. Wise is saying, so is Obama. Harvey is saying, leave Meghan alone. Let her live. Tay saying it was nice. Tanya says it was enjoyable. Let's see. Oh, I lost my place. How did it go so quickly? I lost my place. Shafreen is saying my first lesson in racism was in Canada. The ninja call. Okay. Cece is saying connect better with video. Monica is saying not all biracial people are light skinned. Tanya says I like it. So I wonder though, and I did notice this when I was in Japan. It seemed like in Japan, so this is the way I saw it, and you all can have your own point of view, but this is what I saw. When it comes to an Asian Black mix, it seems like the Black absorbs the Asian. When it comes to a white and Asian mix, it seems like the white absorbs the Asian. When it comes to a Black and white mix, it seems like they both tally kind of in the middle, and even white and Asian somewhat, but they still look more white than, you could tell a little bit like Keanu Reeves. Like Keanu Reeves is biracial, and you really can't tell that he's, half Asian. But nonetheless, so that's the way. So when it comes to, I have noticed that Black is dominant in some mixes, but not in all. Not in all. I guess it really depends, like you really can't tell. Like jeans, they do all types of crazy things inside there. You know what I mean? So if a person saying, oh, what will Meghan's kids, how dark will they be? You never really know. When you can skip a few generations and the next thing you know, they're coming out with an afro with the pick and Don Cornelius pants. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. So Wonder is saying so many white Asian people here in Cali, they all look white. Yeah, it's interesting how white dominates in that mixture. It's very interesting. Pink is saying Black is not dominant against white. Y'all stop it. I have seen, yeah, it really depends. It really depends. So the genes our genes are dominant genes. But it creates a mixture when whatever. Whatever. I feel like and somebody is way back on Tyson Beckford. Yeah. I did not know. I always thought he was biracial because I knew that there was Asian in there somewhere. Oh Lord. Now somebody is talking about mulattoes and high yellows. I'm not going to put you on the screen. Zach from Saved by the Bell is half Asian. I did not know that at all. Let's sum up our video with this whole Meghan Markle thing. Okay. I never got to the rest of my list. So she says that she was on the verge of suicide, and Harry said, I don't know if you can come to this event. And she said that she did not trust being alone. She was like, I don't know if you could leave me alone. She says that people who are in the royal family, you get your passport, your keys, and your driver's license taken. So you're not able to drive, you're not able to fly, you're not able to leave. So you're really kind of on lockdown. They said they were going to cut off security for the baby, and Tyler Perry provided his home and security for them. So that was nice. This is what happened when they changed their status. And here goes, this is what I wanted to tell you all. Meghan Markle basically said that she thought that it would be a good thing of her coming into the monarch family, because she says that when she traveled around the Commonwealth, that most of the people were people of color. And she was like, well, wouldn't it be such a wonderful thing to have a person in the family who looks like, who looks more representative of the Commonwealth? And I was like, oh, come on now. There's a reason why those places were colonized and the family kept their bloodline. So I was like, that's very naive of you, Meghan. Prince Harry also said that Prince Charles stopped taking his calls during the whole Megxit thing. He also talked about colonial overtones and how the family said nothing to stop it. So some of you are saying that the monarchy is much smarter than that, but what did they say publicly to stop the lambasting and the shaming and the racist attacks and the colonial attacks and all of that. Harry said he himself felt trapped. He said that he was never able to ride a bike, and that one of his greatest joys in life is taking his son to go ride a bike. I think it's maybe he wasn't able to ride a bike around a neighborhood or something, or I don't know if he was just never able to ride a bike. But some of you said he was wilding out. Oh, you all did say there was a naked photo of Harry. Let's take a look and see if we can find this. Let's take a look and see if we can find this naked photo. Let's see. Prince Harry naked photo. Oh, me, oh my. What is going on here? What? Oh, they were wild. What in the world? Bending over and everything? Oh my gracious goodness. Dirty Harry? Oh, so he was like the wild, sexy young. So these people took a lot of naked photos. Like, what is really going on? Here it is. Pic of naked Harry you've already seen on the internet. What in the devil? I did not know he was getting down like all of this. I don't even know if you, what in the world? I did not know. Wait, all of his stuff could fit behind a little pistol. Pew, pew, pew. Booty and everything. You know what? I have seen what is this going on right here? You know something? This ain't safe for YouTube. Let me take this thing off of here because I don't know what is going on now anymore. This gave me stress looking at this. This gave me stress. Ralph says it's fake. I don't know what's happening. Listen. No. I do not know what is going on. I am minding my business. And the original is saying Harry was just a young man that enjoyed the Vegas Strip prior to his tours in Iraq. Listen, no. I don't know what is going on. If this is somebody said, there goes the monetization. I know that's right. Listen, I'm going to have to cut that part afterwards. Mojo is saying those are doctored photos. Listen, P is rolling. Pink is giving some genetic lies in the audience, talking about you get more genes from your mother. Oh, goodness, this is not true. First is saying it's Photoshop. How do you get more genes from your mother? I want to know that. I mean, I know you get your X and then you get your Y chromosome. So, and then you got the XX, but it's the one that's passed down from one parent and then the other parent. So I want to know how. Okay, so listen. So you all are saying it's fake news and you all are talking about his Nazi uniform for Halloween. Listen, I don't know what is going on. All right, listen, I'm getting out of here. I will see you all in the next video. Go out there and love one another. Oh, my goodness, my thing. I don't know what is happening. Give me 1 second. All right, so let me take my ticker off of this banner. All right, we're done with that. All right, wonderful. Listen, go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? Love yourself. And where is the self-love lesson in all of this? You know, I don't know. The self-love lesson, investigate a family before you join them. Self-love, take care of yourself. She spoke up when she needed mental health assistance, so she spoke up. That was good. Where else is the self-love lesson in this? Listen. Make sure that you go grab my book, The Book of Affirmation, Self-Love. This book is available on Amazon. I had to write to tech support because I don't know what was going on with why they were showing it as out of stock on Amazon, but it is back in stock on Amazon. You can also order an autographed copy on my website. But this is the book right here. It has different pages of full color meditation to be able to assist you in rewriting your subconscious programming and just rewrite your mind for self-love. This book is an amazing addition to your self-love routine and ritual to be able to get into the feeling of power and abundance. So listen, I appreciate you all coming out. And Philip is saying, what is the next topic? The next topic you all voted on. You all voted on the topics. Let me see. Let's go to the voting area to see what you all. Here we go. Let's add this in. And let's see what you all voted for. So let me add the thing. All right. So this is it right here, what you all voted for. So you all voted this week's topics would be the Meghan Markle interview, which came in at 26%, at 21%. There's a man who says that women have competition and need to get used to men cheating. And then after that, Kevin Samuels' video got pushed down. We have 11.8%. These men say that women's biggest dating mistake is working and getting the bag. And let's see what else. So we have that. And then at 11.4, men who talk about women who have sex on the first date. And then we have 5.3% there. 10% where Kevin Samuels has pushed down. If you all want to take the survey, I will put the survey link inside of the video for you all so that you can take the survey to see which topic is going to come up next for you all. Give me 1 second. So let's see. I'll type it. I'll put it inside the comments. Give me 1 second. I just need to grab the link for it. Copy. And then paste. There we go. So there is the link to take the survey. If you don't see the link inside of the description or inside of the comment area, you can always go to the last video that I did. Inside of the description of the last video is the link for the survey. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much. Thank you for ordering your self-love book. You all really showed up and showed out and showed so much support when I announced the book this time around. So I really appreciate all of that love. Now you can get the book on Amazon. I only sell it and autograph it once a year, and that time is now. So Be the Light is going to take the survey. Everybody is saying, hope you're well, and I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is advocating for yourself. Choosing a partner who will advocate for you as well. Choosing a partner who cares about your health and safety. Caring about your own health and safety. Speaking up when something is the matter. And not being afraid to leave it all behind for your sanity and peace. Cutting off people who don't add to your peace. So there we have it. And on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.